The first thing I want to tell you is a little story about a girl named Jamie Anderson. Okay? When I was in 8th grade, I had a rat tail. You don't know what a rat tail is? It is this very beautiful, beautiful thing where you leave the back, like middle part of your hair and let it grow really far. It's not a mullet, it's different because it's not the whole back, it's just the middle. And I would braid it and it would look really beautiful, right? It went down to about the middle of my back. Let me tell you though, the ladies liked it. I don't know why. To this day, I look back and I see pictures of myself, and I'm not quite sure how it happened, but they did. And Jamie Anderson was that girl in school. She was the cutest girl, the most popular girl, whatever you want to call her. She was the one that everybody wanted to go out with. And she wrote me a note one day. She wrote me a note in class. I remember it was actually her math class that she wrote the note in, because she took math notes and then started writing me a note. And she told me that she liked me. I was like, what? Jamie Anderson? She was this cute girl with blonde hair. It was great. It was very exciting. And so Jamie and I became boyfriend and girlfriend. And I was so excited because I got to go out with a popular girl. She was hot. And we'd walk down the halls and hold hands that everybody saw. And she'd kiss me on the cheek before we went to class that everyone would see. The big thing about Jamie and I was we did everything so we could be seen. And everything was visible. We wanted to make it very clear to everybody that we were cool and we were together. It was a big deal. At some point, things took a weird turn. It became popular to give flowers to your girlfriend in the middle of class, the hallways, at lunch, whenever. When everyone could see, it was cool to give flowers. And so, Jamie sort of blackmailed me for a flower. She told me that she would not kiss me on my cheek before class until I got her a flower. Okay, I'm in 8th grade. I don't really care that much about this relationship. It's not a big deal. And I don't know anything about blackmail or what she's doing. And so, I get kind of annoyed. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. My voice had changed. But eventually, like a week goes by, and I kind of miss the kiss on the cheek before class. And so I do. I get her a flower. And it didn't really feel that great. It was kind of lame. That was kind of that moment where I realized this is kind of stupid. I had to buy her a flower to keep her as my girlfriend. So anyways, it didn't work out. We broke up, and I went on. And I have no idea where she is, and I hope she's not in here. She's not good. So that's the story of me and Jamie Anderson. I'm going to come back to that in a little while. But what we're going to talk about today is what worship is, why we do it, and how we do it. The what, why, and how of worship. Okay? So let's move right on into the what. What is worship? There are kind of two ways to look at the word worship. If you look in Scripture and you look up the word worship itself, there's actually a lot of different ways that the word worship is used. Okay? It's not just used for like singing, and it's not just used for, offering sacrifices. It's used for a lot of different things. One of the words is called shakah. Okay, that's the Hebrew word of it. And shakah means, let me check, make sure I don't mix them up. Yeah. Shakah means to bow down. Okay, the word shakah. Put the little. Shakah means to bow down, physically to take your body and lean it forward for some reason. Okay, and the other word is abed, and it means to serve. Now, I'm not going to get too deep into this because I can talk for hours on this, but I'm not going to bother you with it. But these two words are in no way related to each other. They don't come from the same root word. They don't come from the same family of words. They're very different words. But in our language, we just use the same word for worship. Okay? If you read in Scripture, you might be reading the word shakah or you might be reading the word abed. You would have no idea. Okay? I'm going to go on. Seriously, I can talk forever. I love talking about languages. Enjoy. Now, why do people bow? We bow down. Sometimes you see this maybe like on, if you've ever been to Japan or Asia or if you've ever seen a movie about Japanese people, they bow a lot. Okay? When they greet you, they bow. Hi, how are you? It's good to see you. When they say goodbye, oh, it's good to see you. I'll see you later. They bow down all the time. You watch a movie, you see someone come into the court of a king, what do they do very first thing? Your Highness. They don't come up until the king says, you may come up. Bowing, though it's not really popular in our culture, I'm going to say the form of bowing that we do most often is, say you're walking through the hallways and you see somebody you're not really interested in stopping and talking to, but you want to make sure that they are aware that you confirm their existence. Okay? You want to make sure that they know that you see them. So you do this. So there's the reverse bows. Yeah. We do those. We all do. I do it all the time. But that's kind of our form of bowing. Why in the world do people do this? Well, it's the simple act of symbolizing a submission to somebody else. You lower yourself to say, you are respected. I respect you. By lowering myself and you say hi, that is a respect issue. I'm respecting you by doing it. And another way you think about it is you go into like the really, really far back sense of it, you're sort of offering yourself to them. You lower your eyes, you lower your defenses, you have no idea what they're doing, and you just submit to it. And you come back. That's what bowing is. Now, my favorite bow, if you've ever seen Karate Kid, anyone? Karate Kid? Best 80s movie ever made in the whole wide world. By the way, they're remaking that movie. Did you know that?
No.
With Will Smith's son. He's going to be Daniel LaRusso, or whatever his new name is. I doubt it's going to be that. But it's pretty weird. Anyways, my favorite bow is when, before you fight in Karate Kid, they have to bow to the referee, and then they have to bow to each other. And the coolest thing is Daniel, because he's the good guy, he bows no matter what. He bows to the bad guys, he bows to the Cobra Kai, but the Cobra Kai never bow to Daniel. You know, he's like, bow to your sensei, bow to each other, bow. But the bad guys are like, I'm bowing, let's go. They have no interest in bowing to Daniel, because they don't respect him. Now, what does it mean to serve someone? We talked about what it means to bow. What does it mean to serve? I've written it down so I don't mess it up. You serve someone, you are no longer your own. You belong to that person. You give up your rights as an individual person and become sort of an extension of that other person that you are serving. To become someone's servant is basically to give oneself up completely to that person and say, and I'm not going to do what I want to do. I'm only going to do what you want me to do. Okay? That's what it means to bow and to serve. So that's it. That's what worship is. However, there's a small problem. And that is all you do. If all you do is bow to God and serve God, you submit to God and you give yourself over to Him, that is all you do, there's a problem. Okay? And this is what God says when that happens. This is God talking to Israel, because Israel was doing what He asked. They were going through the motions, but there was something missing. He says, the multitude of your sacrifices, what are they to me? Says the Lord. I have more than enough for burnt offerings, of rams, the fat of fattened animals. I have no pleasure in the blood of bulls and lambs and goats. He is sick of what they're doing. He doesn't take any pleasure in it anymore. When you come to appear before me, who has asked this of you, this trampling of my courts? Who told you to do this? Stop bringing meaningless offerings. Your incense is detestable to me. New moons, Sabbaths, convocations. I cannot bear your evil assemblies. This is God telling them how sick He is of this meaningless, empty, going through the motions sacrifice, this worship that they're doing. Your new moon festivals and your appointed feasts, my soul hates. They become a burden to me. I am weary of bearing them. And you think it would be over, but no, there's more. Ben, when you spread out your hands in prayer, I will hide my eyes from you. Even if you offer many prayers, I will not listen. Your hands are full of blood. He doesn't even want to see. He says he literally closed his eyes. I'm not looking at what you're doing. He's so tired of it. Wash and make yourselves clean. Take your evil deeds out of my sight. Stop doing wrong. Learn to do right. Seek justice. Encourage the oppressed. Defend the cause of the fatherless. Plead the case of the widow. And it goes on and on. What he's basically saying in those last two verses is, stop doing this just because I said so.